Hey there folks, this is GreenXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Lost Odyssey. This is episode 15 and today we have got a post-commentary episode due to technical difficulties. As you can see by here, you get a dream when you're leaving the Crimson Forest, as soon as you leave on disc 2 for the first time. So it's a mandatory dream to get. It is called... what is it called? LG Island. Anyways, the technical difficulties I was having was... well, I was making this episode, and my laptop decided to restart itself while recording, so I lost the Audacity commentary soundtrack while I still kept the video. But even though I kept the video, I still had to do funny things with the recording to get the editing done, because I've already done the editing except for putting the commentary on now. So, anyways, now we're going back to the city of Numara, where there's 2 new side quests we can do, which I will be showing off in a second. One of which, you know, you've already seen pretty much. The other one, I say you've already seen it. You know, collect the 19 thingies from the Crimson Forest, the crystals. The other one is this one right here. Remember we got the cubic music score in the Crimson Forest number 2? When we were going around with Mac on the stone platforms and stuff like that? Well, this is where you use it. You also get the score number 1 from him right away to use as a sort of tutorial. Each of them gives a spell. I'll keep it as a surprise as to what the rewards actually are, but they're not all spells, by the way. Only these 2 that we just got. There'll be more as well, but you know what I mean. Okay, we're going to start with number 1. CEGC. It's just a memory game. Just remember that for when you get into the battle, because if you don't remember that, you're not doing the puzzle. Each time you go and make a formation, it doesn't matter who it is, it doesn't matter if they're in the front row, back row, or anything. I don't know why it gives you the option to do this, but only 4 of them. I thought there were 5, but no, 4. Don't ask me why I went into so much fiddliness there when you don't even need to worry about it. So, CEGC. This is how you do it. Each of the cubes is a musical note. Sort of reminds me of Eternal Sonata. C, E, G, C. And then they just hit. Hit in that order. Doesn't matter about character speed or anything like that. Nothing comes into it. It also... I love how it does that. It reminds me of like Ocarina of Time when you learn a new Ocarina tune. And it sounds a bit different to every time you play it. That does it the same way, don't it? When it replays it back to you. Anyways, cubic music score number 1 gives us... is a black magic spell. Force. Non-elemental spell against... hold on, I'll let you show you. I thought it was a spirit magic, but that's actually what you get from number 2. You get a spirit magic for Mac. This force, a level 3, only uses 10 MP, and it does non-elemental damage, or weak physical damage, as it says by there, against 1 enemy. It's not that brilliant, it doesn't hit an elemental weakness, so I prefer to use the elemental stuff. As it's got a music note next to it there, that means that you've done it. DAAD for the second one. Dad. So we're going to do this one as well, just as easy. As you get further and further in, there's more memory-based stuff going on, which it gets quite tough, because my memory ain't brilliant, but even I can do these simple little ones, you know, simply. So, it also reminds me of like in Final Fantasy IX, when you go into certain battles in like certain forests around the world map, and you get different music and everything, and it's like a little quiz. The quiz master to show up and you go answer a question and attack either X or circle with true or false kind of thing. It reminds me of that quite a bit. The block on the end, that purple one's like a rest block, or a crap block as I call it, because it doesn't do anything. It's just there for when you need a bit more time, a bit more of a gap between the notes. I can't remember what they're actually called in music. Is it a rest? I think it's a rest. I haven't played an instrument for years. Okay, here comes the Spirit Magic Dodger. Raises the evasiveness of one character. It's either evasiveness or speed. Evasiveness. So they'll dodge physical attacks more. I don't think it affects magic at all. So there we go. Now we're going to head on over and see if we had all 19 of the crystal fragments from the Crimson Forest. If we did, we're going to get a good accessory. If we didn't, well, we're not. I was really worried because if you don't get them all, you're just going to have to go back to the Crimson Forest, have a look around, see which one you missed. Or it could even be in the Sorcerer's Shrine, and that's, you know, too far for me. But it is a good skill to get. Here it is, in the little artist's... what's it called? The artist's gallery? Art studio. Oh, okay. This guy at the table. Yep, give him all 19. If I haven't got 19, I'm not sure what he says. He probably says there's not enough or some crap like that. Here it comes anyway. The Life Brooch. This increases your max HP by 10%. It's really good actually. Equip it to your Immortals straight away and try and get it to, you know, to learn it. And then give it to the other one and learn that. You'll be getting better versions of it later on, but you can still stack these skills and sort of get 10% more HP and 20% on top, totaling like 30%. So it's really good. It doesn't say 10% per day, but it is. I gave it to Seth first just because she's got the lower max HP right now, so I thought it'd be the better idea. Anyways, I brought us all the way back to the White Square at the entrance because we got some cinematics coming up. Quite a few actually. So I'll see you in a sec.
Beloved citizens of Ura, I am Tolton, son of the late King Zephyr. Please heed my words. At this moment, our nation is...
Oh, if it isn't that little scamp from Ura.
It's the council. I wonder what's going on. What would be so important that they'd have to broadcast it around the world?
That on the Wall Highlands into such a tragedy. I am overwhelmed with shame at the number of people who died in that battle. Furthermore, I must inform the people that His Excellency, the Venerable Chairman Roxian, who has led the council since our nation became a republic, has passed away due to a sudden illness. His Excellency felt a terrible sense of responsibility.
Do you understand any of this? There were a lot of words I heard in my history class.
That to save Ura, the monarchy must be restored immediately. Therefore, in accordance with His Excellency's dying wish, I hereby declare that henceforth the Republic shall be abolished and the Council shall be dissolved.
Huh, Golden Boy is sure taking a lot of initiative there.
It's Gongora's plotting.
The boss?
I don't get it. They're trying to stop something, right?
I, as the first in line to the throne, shall, with honor, bear the crown as 45th King of Ura. Also,
Oh, 45. Oh, thanks for clearing it up. I thought you were 44.
Incumbent on the ruler of this nation, I shall appoint His Excellency Gongora, a sorcerer of vast experience, as my royal advisor and second in command.
Well, it shall be a great honor to accept your Majesty's appointment.
He sure knows how to ham it up.
What? Did he just say royal advisor? He's kidding, right?
It's nothing but government by regent.
My beloved citizens, allow me to illustrate one of the reasons that I reached this difficult decision.
It's me! Look it!
They must be planning to invade Ura.
Is that my voice?
What is this?
How should I know?
As you can see, it has been refitted with weapons. Do you understand what this means? Numara, like Kent before it, is baring its aggressive fangs at our country. In this time of crisis, our country no longer has a standing army to protect us. Our army was swept up in the devastation at the Wall Highlands. It is in times like these when a king who can lead Ura to victory, like my late father, is indispensable.
Jansen, what the hell is this? Explain yourself.
I'm telling you, I don't know anything.
You've been used.
Me? By Gongora? You gotta be kidding me. I was just in it for the money.
There, see? He let it slip.
Yeah, okay. So now you know. But all he asked me to do was keep an eye on you guys. You gotta believe me.
Then what was that black pearl all about?
Well, look, that was, well...
Kime, this guy's bad news. We should get rid of him. We need to deal with him before we look for Sarah.
You don't know the whole story. Let me
It
just...
doesn't matter.
Kime?
Let him hear us. Let him see us. Let him shudder as we close in on him.
You are creeping me out. Man, you know, he's a handful even after getting his memories back. Where did I put that pearl?
Okay, so... I actually go the wrong way a sec. Because I'm thick. There are a bunch of soldiers over there. We better stay away for now. Yeah, better add. You need to go up. More voice work comments, so I'm gonna see you again in a sec.
Hey, I've seen those guys before. What?
Hey? What's going on?
Ow, that... Hey, who threw that?
What the?
Hey, it's you! You're the Orin spies!
Spies? We've got nothing to do with this. Here's your spy.
Yeah, what? Hey, don't point your finger at me.
Ura's gonna attack Numara, isn't it? It's all your fault!
Okay, for some reason they stopped the voice work right now. Seconded, they obviously aren't going to listen up right now. How about we leave for now and come up with a plan? Right, so we're going to leave Numara. Or attempt to... Yeah. Don't go that way, you dick. We already knew that. Anyway, it's time for things to get action-y. Cinematic.
Get down!
You alright?
Yeah. Fire!
This is no ordinary attack, is it?
What's an ordinary attack?
Cook, Mac, now's the chance for you to slip into the smoke and run.
What? No way!
Move! If you stay here, you'll be in our way.
That's not true. We're in this together. Let's go.
Don't worry. We'll be fine.
I say we surprise him by running away.
You. Shut up.
What?
Kime, see you later.
You know, I think they've noticed us.
Kime?
If we put up a struggle here, we could end up triggering outright war between Ura and Numara.
So that means we should do... what?
Don't move! If you resist, you'll regret it!
So we let ourselves get caught. That's brilliant!
We should let them know fighting won't solve anything.
Then we'll need the power of the Queen.
Power of the Queen. Good idea. You know, me and the Queen are tight. Yeah, we go way back. No problem.
Yeah, right.
You're wise to surrender, spies.
We're not spies. We want to speak to the proper authorities.
If you're not spies, then what is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of what?
For ordinary travelers, you've certainly managed to get involved in some extraordinary events.
I apologize for pretending to be something I'm not. I just want you to hear me out.
Oh, I'll hear you out. You're going to tell me what Ura is plotting.
Well, see, now there's no surprise. They were going to throw your birthday party. Where's the queen?
That's gotta hurt.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Idiot.
What's that look for? This fellow senses something unusual in your eyes.
What?
Huh?
Well then, let's expose those eyes for what they really are. Our country's sorcerers have some impressive powers themselves.
I am flattered, General.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy! Whoa! Oh!
Jansen!
Wow, do you see what I'm seeing? Are those mine? Those are mine.
Ah.
They're mine?
These are without doubt crystals of magic energy. What this man sees is passed along to another sorcerer through these lenses of light. They're called spy eyes, and they allow a sorcerer to see everything the wearer sees.
Awfully elaborate stunt to pull, even for a spy.
Hey, I am not that smart. I mean, I'm not saying I'm dumb. I didn't know.
Excuse me, General, but this man is most likely telling the truth.
What?
The person in which spy eyes are implanted would not be aware of them. I could tell that much when I remove them. This is high-level magic, far beyond the capabilities of someone such as myself.
Even with your power, you could not do it?
As you say, sir.
I can't believe he was just using me.
Of all the times to figure that out.
I am gonna make that greedy, senile, flea-infested bastard pay!
You won't have time for that, spies. Kill them.
Well, all right then.
There was just no getting through to that guy.
You don't have much of a choice.
Okay, it's time for a pretty simple battle. We just haven't got Cook and Max, so you're only going to be able to heal with Jansen. Well, really. I mean, you can heal with the Immortals as well, but proper mage. These guys just focus on a single enemy. Yeah. Use Force if you like, if you want to try it out, but I didn't right now. I'll show it off at some point, I'm sure. They haven't got an elemental weakness, so this Force might actually be better in that sense. It's a really speedy spell too. Anyway, for some reason we're being blamed for a hell of a lot lately. It's because this general is a git. That's the basics of it. But yeah, we got another dungeon coming up next after this battle. After a few more one more cinematic. Armored bullet. I love how the bullets come out of the shield as if the shields have got guns themselves. I really like that design. It would have helped the Romans so much with their little turtley stuff going on. Die. Okay, there we go. Anyone gonna level up? Oh, they all did. Handy. Kaim learned anti-Kelladon, so we'll change our equipment soon.
those your moms?
I don't believe it.
Oh my.
What about you?
She's gone.
Yeah.
Get out of here!
Hey, come back here! Who did this?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Mac?
Hey, where'd you guys come from?
It was fun coming up here. We ended up sneaking around like thieves. Yeah.
You did great. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
What? Don't let them escape! Release the god beast!
Okay, so here's Numara Palace, our new dungeon. It's sort of, well, there's so many barriers around and everything. You've got to find 3 elevators that take you up and down between 2 floors. You know, it's that sort of thing going on. Turntail shoes, I think I put that on next. Because there's a good reason for it coming up. Taking a while. But anyway, you don't have random encounters in this dungeon. I say dungeon, you know what I mean. You don't have random encounters, they are chasing after you. Sort of like Final Fantasy IX when you escape from the Alexandrian prison cage and you're just Steiner, I think? And Marcus, maybe? 20 items to find in this dungeon. For a small dungeon, that's quite a lot crammed in, you know. We find them all by here. Couple of good ones, a few seeds as you can see already. There's a couple of treasure chests, I think 3 of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3. Cubic music score 3, so we'll be making use of that later on. We won't be able to come back to Numara for a while, for obvious reasons. They're not exactly our allies anymore. 100G, we get a couple of those sorts of items as well, which is shite. Like I said, 3 elevators around. This is the first one. You won't be getting anywhere without them, because like I said earlier, there are barriers around all the pathways. You have to find the exact right way through the maze. There won't be a dungeon like this again. It's funny how we had one like it before. I think it was on the White Bower. Or maybe it was meant... Or was it when we got back to Numara then? I'm not sure, but, you know. Power drink, that'll be handy. I don't actually make use of it like I thought I would. I think I forgot about it entirely, but it'll be handy anyway. At some point. You can't go through any of the doors, by the way. They're all locked or blocked off or whatever you want to call them. Slot seed, that'll be handy soon, but I'd make sure not to use it yet for good reason. Mana capsule, nah. And I think this is another crappy item. Seed, oh well, pretty good. I cut out other battles because they're all just battles that we've seen already. Okay, but there, that was when the computer crashed, when the laptop, well, it didn't crash, it just restarted. This is where that happened and where I had to start recording from again. So that's why that went a bit funny then. I actually collected 1 or 2 items. Where you just saw that pot, I'm not collecting them now because I already collected them before I realised that the laptop actually froze because it didn't make any sort of indication while I was looking at the TV monitor rather than the laptop, you know. But there's plenty of items around. If you want to find them. That treasure chest, what was in there? Oh, Adept Earrings, which is really good. It teaches an immortal level 3 black and white magic. Or you can give it to one of your mortals so that they do better spells. Amazing finds. One of the best items in this place. Possibly the best. Unless you like the slot seed, which is good as well. Okay, here's the first item back now. So we're going to be back to normal. Bit of a funny cut there. I did it a bit slow, I think. It's funny, I'm not using my headset right now. I'm using a proper microphone, so if you can hear the fan in the laptop, I apologise. I'm using the microphone that I really like, but I can't use because with headsets, you can just put them on and forget about them, but with the microphone you have to actually have them up on a stand, and I do record when I'm sitting on my bed kind of thing. So, okay, so at the end of the dungeon, a healing point, all MP and HP. Nice save, decided to cut it for you.
Whew. Yeah, this is much better. Time to relax.
You alright?
Yeah, somehow. Mac! You okay?
I'm so tired, Cook.
Looks good.
Ming!
Aunt Ming!
Ming!
Jensen?
Please, don't get up.
Why have you come? Oh, you're all...
You don't remember me? I'm Seth. Seth Balmore. This is Kai Marganar. We're comrades. Remember?
Comrades? What do you mean by that?
Here, let me help you.
End of the line for you! Your Majesty, I'm terribly sorry for the trouble. It will be over. Just a moment.
Sorry, this will be over in a second.
Hey, Squeaky! Don't care about the Queen's continued good health, huh?
Aunt Ming!
You! Get out of the way! You do anything funny and the Queen gets it. Figurehead or not, she's still the Queen, Tiny. If anything happens to her, you'll be held responsible. You know better than to try anything, right? I mean, you're not stupid.
You're a real thug. You know that, Jansen? There's an exit in the back.
Huh?
Behind us.
Jansen, keep it up. You fall back. Right. Don't move. Don't move. Don't you dare move. You get it? Don't move from that spot.
You swine!
And the Queen has been kidnapped. We got Queen Ming on our side now. Not as a party member. Not as a party member. I really like this part by you. It's nice and quiet after all the action. Just going down a slope is as simple and peaceful as that. I like it. How Kansas really showed how stupid he was again by trying to attack them when the Queen had, you know, a killer spell at his throat. You would go again. No? Oh, okay, I thought it was spoken. Never mind. We have got another cutscene coming up. I did make this a longer episode, which is why I was a bit gutted that I had to post, comment, everything.
I command you to stop!
This guy's annoying.
General Kukunis!
You won't get away this time, because you're all under arrest on suspicion of spying and for abducting Her Majesty the Queen. You will come along quietly.
Yep. First boss of Disc 2 already, and he's not a pushover. So, what you want to do is split into 4 parts. He's got 2 units. Okay, I'll talk about this first. Is weak to is a mechanical type, so you want to put on rings that hit mechanical types. You want to hit the 2 tank and cannon units, so 1 of each, first, because they're the ones that do the most damage and everything. If you wanted to steal, then you can if you want to, but You don't get much out of it. It's some sort of fragrance, mysterious fragrance or something. I think it's for making things. I can't quite remember. But I don't do it just because there's not much point. Anyways, it doesn't have a weakness other than being mechanical. As you can see, it has no element. I use all shield by you. I should have used all barricade because it uses physical attacks for the most part. But there we go. He steals your MP apparently. Not good for the mages. Wonder if that'll cause anything to happen. Anyways, good setup for this point, for this boss. I think being level 20 or 21-ish. We're 22, or is it 21? Well, somewhere around there, except for Mark and Cook. Like I said, the mechanical rings. Oh, I love this bit. I love it when he uses this attack. And it goes sort of all out of a battle, which is the sort of thing that an old 2D RPG can't do, so it's really good. I really think they put the 3D RPG elements to good use with those sorts of attacks. Making it look like a cinematic in the middle of a battle. It's amazing. Anyways, the abilities you would want to have. Combo with Mark. I don't make use of any of these, I just use physical attacks, just to keep things simple. But you can use combo, which is learnt from Mark. Same with power hit. Crisis attack boost and crisis defense boost, like we've seen before. When you get down on low HP, yellow HP, your attack and defense go up, so they're good. And critical heal would be nice too, so that if you get hit by a critical attack, you get healed automatically, which is also pretty amazing. I missed that one completely. That was bad. It was bad. The top left bars. If the tank thing had got to the top, which it did, but only because we hit it with our last hit, then you'll be able to use a really powerful attack that does a ton of damage. The same thing goes for the cannon power, and we'll be seeing that one. Oh yes. Tank hit. See, it doesn't do that much damage unless the bar is full, so it's not too bad damage-wise, this boss. Like I said, but yeah, anyway, cannon power. Make sure to get Zephyr on the go if your HP falls really low. It seems like we can have an easy time with this boss, doesn't it? Keep watching, keep watching. I just like to get rid of the side things first. The little units. Even if you don't have to beat the units to actually beat the boss. Just makes things simpler. That's my perfects on the go. Every time. Yeah. I wish I'd used Power on both Seth and Kain. With Mac is a spirit magic spell. I use it on Kain, but I wish I used it on Seth as well, because it makes a massive difference in your physical attack damage. You'd be shocked. Okay, here it comes. Because the cannon power bar is full charge cannon instead of vol cannon. Get ready for the damage here. Look at the HP, pretty much full, pretty much. Yeah. So, Cook is dead. Never good. This is where things start to go a bit... Ugh. Yep, that's how they go. We haven't got a reviving spell, so we're stuck with angel plumes, which ain't a bad thing. They aren't exactly expensive, and you find plenty of them around. But I would have still preferred to have used the spell. Even if angel plumes are actually a lot faster, you get to use items first up in a battle. Items get used before physical attacks, before magic, before everything. Okay, there's number 2 done. So now the rest of the battle should be simple. The only problem we have is that our HP is so shite right now. We're lucky by you. Johnson is using Zephyr, but he can't use it until after these 2 attacks now. How will it go? Just about lived to get his Zephyr out. That could be a euphemism, couldn't it? Anyway. Destroy the cannon. I think... No, the battle won't be over. No. It's a long boss, isn't it? And that's only because of all the parts and everything. If we had gone straight for the main parts of the tank, then it would have been quicker. But at the same time, maybe we would have spent more time healing and things like that. So maybe it wouldn't have been quicker in the end. And it would have been more risky, so... I don't know. It's up to you, really. Vol cannon, once again. Don't know what else to talk about, really. Okay, we'll be getting a new party member soon. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it there. So you can guess who it is. If we've even met this person yet. It's funny in this game because in a lot of fantasy sort of JRPGs, you get sort of animals and things like that. At least one. Like in Final Fantasy VII, you have Sid. No, not Sid. Red. Bloody hell. In 9, you have Gwynna. Sort of an animal. Maybe. And Vivi. Like, you know, depends how you look at that one. In 10, you have Kamari. Final Fantasy X. Even in Chrono Trigger, you have the frog. Well, you know, in loads of them. In pretty much every JRPG, you have an animal. But in this one, you don't. Which is quite strange to me. I know it's a sort of realistic JRPG. Even with magic, it's pretty realistic. But, I don't know. I expected there to be some slightly different character. Just to keep things funny, maybe. I know we have Jansen, but he sort of outstays his welcome a bit, to me. Especially towards the end, when he just loses his humour because he does it all the time. Oh, nearly done. All you can do is tank it now, so you know, it's pretty much a win. Party's GC has been reduced. There's no point trying to build that GC back up with this boss. He just keeps reducing your GP so much with every attack that you're not going to be able to do much. So you just got to keep your back row healed up. That's about as much as you can do. Boom! Boss done. I'll see you in a sec.
You realize it's no use? Huh? Why aren't we moving? Go! Move! Forward!
Go back to bed, start the day over.
Oh, what are you doing? Fire! Shoot them!
How could I miss?
Now's our chance!
Come on, Nico. Hurry, come on, let's run! Hurry, hurry, hurry!
No! Come back, coward! Oh, my hand!
Wait.
Yeah, sorry about that thing back there.
Don't be.
Well, I didn't want to pull a stunt like that, but... Listen, did I hurt you? I'm sorry if I did. I didn't mean it.
It's fine. Everyone is safe now after all.
Well, you know, I should really be thanking you for helping us escape.
Well, since these children were there.
you're acting kind of weird. You got a crush.
Would you shut up? We had a moment there.
Aunt Ming, are you okay?
Yes. Cook? Mac? Why are you two? Did something happen to your mother?
She's passed on.
Please don't let your spirits fall. I'll always be with you.
Thank you, Aunt Ming.
Oh, why would a big boy like you be crying, Mac?
He's going to change from here on out.
Seth. What you said earlier, that we were friends, is it true?
Yeah, but this isn't the best place to stop and talk about it. We need to get out of town.
What will you do, Your Highness? You said earlier you couldn't leave because you were the queen.
I'll go with you. It seems I must.
You'll come with us?
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
Hold on. We're being pursued by both Numara and Gongora. We should probably find a ride.
Ride? Where? How?
Let's go to the harbor. I've got an idea.
Okay, composite magic. Ming, Queen Ming is now a party member, so she can use composite magic. She's another mage in the back row. To cast the composite magic, you must be able to use both of the spells that compose it. Use the spellbook under menu to check the spells required for composite magic. Any composite magic for which you lack the required spells will not be displayed. You can only use composite magic spells for which you have the required skill level. So, that's about it. You need to have learnt or found or bought or whatever. Found a couple of spells. For Ming, as you can see, you can only have 5 members per party, so you need to switch them around. Magic Research Report is an accessory that comes with Ming that teaches level 1 composite magic. You need to find more and more of those in order to be able to use higher composite magic, and they're really powerful, but really slow. Like, one of them is all flare, so that you can use flare on every enemy. It'll be just as powerful as a regular flare, but on all of them. But, you know, it's really slow, uses a lot of MP. But she's a really good mage because of it. Look at her, she's level 20 when we got her. So she's about on par with everyone else. She is an immortal, so she's going to be learning skills by skill link via getting them from Jansen, Cook and Mac once again. We got a slot seed earlier on. Oh, hold on, I haven't done it yet, have I? Okay, what should we have her learn? It's good to have her learn some black and white magic-y sort of stuff, because she's a good mage. You know, the only immortal that's a mage that we got so far. I gave her... Come on, me. Level 3 white magic, so she can heal. I thought that was a good idea. Also, like I was saying earlier, slot seed I give to her, because she only has 3, so now she has 4 skills, but we haven't got a 4th skill to actually give her yet, so that'll be a while. Never mind though. So, I think that's about all I wanted to show you to do with her. I'll show you the actual spell she can use right now next time, because apparently I forgot to do it. What a dick. So, this has been GreenyXI. Hope you've enjoyed. I hope you liked the post-commentary. I don't do it very often, so I hope you enjoyed.